A little Jet football, a lot of Knicks basketball today as they're in danger of losing out on Giannis to the craziest team. And it's not the Brooklyn Nets, so you can sit on that one, Net fans. And Keith McPherson and Evan Roberts. You're not getting another great player. You had a shot at that, and you screwed the pooch. It's not happening again. But we'll get to all that stuff in a little bit. Good afternoon, Big Mac. How are you today, kid?
What's going on, Craig? Happy Friday.
Yeah, look, I just want to get this Jet thing out of the way real quick for everyone because it's actually bothering me. And people heard the Jon Gruden interview. I know it's like a day old, but for some reason it had legs all day today because the people are just lazy. And I don't know why we accept laziness from our radio talk show hosts or our columnists, but apparently we're in a world now where nobody likes to put the work in or pick up the phone and reach out to people. Number one, we all heard what Jon Gruden said on the radio. At no point did Jon Gruden say that the New York Jets offered him the offensive coordinator job and that he turned it down. Mm-hmm. I listened to the entire thing. I went back and listened to it again. At no point did Jon Gruden say that the Jets offered him the OC job and he turned it down. Please tell me that you heard the same thing.
Yeah, no. He didn't. He said... He made it seem like the Jets, there's nothing between him and the Jets.
Now, I said this to you yesterday. I'm going to tell you this again today. I reached out to the New York Jets. It's not hard to do it. You pick up the phone, you dial the number, they answer the phone, they connect you to the people that can give you information. It ain't hard to do. The New York Jets told me 2 days ago, I said it on the show yesterday, that yes, Aaron Glenn reached out to Jon Gruden just to talk to him about the possibility or what he thought about returning to the NFL. And if he was going to return to the NFL or if he wanted to, would you want to talk to the Jets? Blah, 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 right? Mm-hmm. They didn't offer him the job. And anyone that wants to tell me today that Aaron Glenn did not pick up the phone and call Jon Gruden, you are just flat out factually wrong. I want to be clear about it. Aaron Glenn picked up the phone. This is a fact. He called Jon Gruden. He did not offer him a job. They had a football conversation, period, stop. And now the story's got these crazy legs. The Jets are offering people jobs and they're being told no. That never happened.
No, I get it. But Jon Gruden made it seem like there was nothing with the Jets. It's almost as if.
But he never said that. He didn't say the Jets didn't call me.
No, but
he said, I don't want to talk about the Jets. I wish them the best of luck. And I don't want to talk about this topic.
He said there's been a lot of reports. Yeah. He downplayed reports.
Yes, but I'm telling you it's a fact.
I hear you.
Aaron Glenn picked up the phone and he called Jon Gruden. My Lord.
I think it's semantics on how he handled it. He made it seem like there's nothing to it. There's a lot of reports out there. But he wasn't offered a job. He made it seem like he wasn't offered a job.
Well, he wasn't.
Yeah.
By the way, and I said that to you guys yesterday. He was not offered a job on the phone.
Right.
Aaron Glenn's doing his due diligence. Look, Aaron Glenn is a horrendous head coach. But I'm not going to kill Aaron Glenn because he picked up the phone and called a guy that not all of us, but many of us would think would be an upgrade for them from an OC standpoint, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to kill the guy for picking up the phone. Woody Johnson didn't call Jon Gruden. Mookie, however you pronounce it, he didn't call Jon Gruden up. But yes, Aaron Glenn did. And it's frustrating to me to listen all day and to watch people on TV talk about how Jon Gruden turned the Jets down. The Jets are a laughingstock. Nobody else in the world wants Jon Gruden, and he said no to the Jets. And I'm sitting here going, I talked to the Jets. Aaron Glenn called the guy and never offered him a job. Mm-hmm. But for some reason, people took the interview that John did down in, I think it was Tampa, on WDAE, which used to be called the Sports Animal, I think, or maybe even the Sports Pig. I don't know what the hell it was called. I think that's what it was called, the Sports Animal at one point. And merely kind of downplayed and didn't want to get into a lengthy conversation about the Jets or, frankly, coming back to the NFL at all.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here like, I have a few hairs left. Not a lot. Most are in my nose, some are in my ears. Yeah. A couple are on my ass. I ain't going to lie about it. That's what the shower's for, though. Another story for another day. And I'm like, why are you people so lazy? And why do you people hear one guy say, oh, Jon Gruden was offered the OC job, which, to be fair, Jon Gruden never said that.
No.
At no point, go back and listen to the interview. At no point did Jon Gruden say, the New York Jets offered me the offensive coordinator job, and I turned it down. But turn on ESPN, turn on Fox, turn on CBS, turn on NBC, turn on Sports Talk Radio in New York and everywhere else, and all you hear is the New York Jets embarrassed themselves. Jon Gruden said no to them.
Yeah.
He didn't say no because he didn't offer anything.
No. And
that's all.
The funny thing with the
Jets, I got it out of my system.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I think the Jon Gruden interview, what came from it mainly is that he denied reports, or at least people took it as he denied reports that he was even contacted.
He never
by
said
the
that
Jets.
either.
Well,
yeah, let's feel closer.
I understand that, but my point is to you at least, because I feel like I've been critical of the Jets.
That's fine.
And I feel pretty firm
By the way,
in why I've been critical of them and why I think it's obvious to be critical of them. But to your point, it is fair. They offer Jon Gruden the job, or reports they call Jon Gruden, and everybody goes nuts laughing at them.
Right.
How do you call Jon Gruden? It's been however long, nobody else would even call him. Then he sort of, whether you want to take it this way or not, and I think it's semantics, he never said, he downplayed the reports, and then it's like, well, now they didn't even call him.
Yeah.
And we mocked the Jets for that.
Right.
So the Jets really, you said it the other day, and I understand why, because they are incompetent, but there's nothing the Jets can do. If there is a story attached to it, they called Jon Gruden, oh my God, how dumb are the Jets? He denied that they called him, oh my God, how dumb are the Jets? But at the same point, that's where they are.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
If the Jets are attached to a story right now,
it's bad.
It's bad.
By the way, I'm with you in that.
Avoid it. Just avoid the Jets completely.
You and I are in total lockstep on that.
About the Jets, it's bad.
And I want to be even further real with you. The Jets have unfortunately earned that. Where they don't get the benefit of the doubt. They don't deserve the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
If the Jets are associated to a story, you can bet your ass it's probably a negative story, or they're going to be clowned for it.
Yeah, not only that.
But I want to be clear about this. I went back and I listened to that stupid interview twice. Number one, Jon Gruden never says that the Jets offered him the OC job. And number two, he never denies flat out that the Jets did call him. Because I'm telling you as a fact, Aaron Glenn called Jon Gruden to talk with him. He never offered him a position. He talked with him.
Right.
And now people want to take that into some weird place. And to me, it's just lazy. And I want to be with you on this. I want to be very clear about this. I am not absolving the Jets of all the other nonsense. The New York Jets, unfortunately, have the worst owner in sports. Haslam's getting pretty close in Cleveland, but I'll still put my guy up there. And the New York Jets are the laughingstock of the NFL. That is all well earned. That is all accurate. You are right. When the New York Jets are associated with a story, you can bet your bottom dollar that story is probably negative and clown-like. But in this particular instance, it's just like monkey see, monkey do. It's like a bunch of sheep. One guy goes out there and says, makes up a story, that the Jets offered him the job and he turned it down, something Jon Gruden never said. And rather than actually do a little homework and get up off your asses and pick up a phone and text someone or call someone, everyone just reiterates it like, oh, that's got to be the gospel. The New York Jets embarrass themselves on their own without anybody's help. They don't need anyone's help. But we got to stop this nonsense that the New York Jets offered a job to Gruden when they never did.
Right.
And it drives me crazy when that happens. And look, I'm sure there's stuff I do that drives a lot of other people crazy. That's great. But get off your asses, stop being lazy, and stop feeding a false narrative, because that's all this is. 888-808-1019. Why are you smiling over there?
Because it's not only that. You're
loving this. You're loving this.
I am.
My angst makes you happy.
You know what else makes me happy? Like we just talked about connection to the Jets. A old quarterback who's no longer good, making too much money, looks like he's on his way out, and who does he get attached to immediately?
The Jets.
The New York Jets.
Talking about Kirk Cousins?
Yeah, I'm talking about Cousins.
Yeah.
It sounds like they're making the way in Atlanta to get rid of him, obviously. The Jets are in desperate need of a quarterback. He's awful and makes too much money and is 100 years old and is better on TV than he is behind the center. So, of course, he's attached to the New York Jets.
Well, the idea is that the Jets can get him on the cheap now.
Well, I mean, that's
because Atlanta paid him $180.
Right.
Something like that, right?
Oh, no, he would be on the books this year, like at third day in, it's something like $60 million they have to pay.
Something stupid.
So they're going to cut him. But like as you're trying to figure out, forget who's going to be the OC, like who's going to be the quarterback of this team. You want Kirk Cousins?
I would take Kirk Cousins. You tell me veteran minimum, I'm assuming.
Yeah, whatever.
Like Atlanta's paying him all that money. I ain't got to pay him that money. Look, I would take Kirk Cousins. I would take Malik Willis. I've told you, I'm not with the majority of Jet fans on this thought, but I'm not going to change my opinion on it. I'm willing to wax next year's season. I'm willing to throw it in the toilet for 2027 when I think I have a really good shot of getting a badass quarterback because it's a quarterback-heavy draft. So you want to give me Kirk Cousins for a year? I'll take him.
Does he wax the season, though? Or is he competent enough where you get 6-7 wins?
Great question.
That's the fear.
I don't know that there's enough talent around any quarterback here. I recognize we have a lot of early picks in this year's draft. We hope we get a couple studs. I'm not going after a wide receiver necessarily with any one of my first or second round picks. So that's a very good point. Kirk Cousins would represent competency. Kirk Cousins actually did a pretty good job. In the last 4 or 5 weeks,
they were hot down
that was
the
a
stretch.
tough team to beat.
Yeah.
The Atlanta Falcons played a role in who went to the playoffs from the NFC South.
Yeah.
They played an absolute role in beating Tampa.
They finished with the same record as the top two teams.
That's right, 7 and 10, right?
Yeah, no.
Is that what it was?
8 and 9.
8 and 9.
All 3 teams finished 8 and 9. They lost on tiebreakers, but
look, it depends what you want. Do you want just some competent quarterback play, and maybe the Jets go 5 and 12, and you don't get that great quarterback? Or do you want to just tank the entire season from jump and get the best quarterback?
Well, here's the question, and this is
This
To-wit-to-woo?
It's a song from Sayu.
From where?
To-wit-to-woo, Sayu, Sayu. It's a fraternity song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know that one. I wasn't in
Oh, we're a band of jolly boys? No? There's
you sing that often?
Well, I was young. I needed the money. Yeah. There's some gay overtones to a lot of the fraternity songs that I sang.
I can understand
I
that.
was in a bit of a cult on the Syracuse campus.
Were you?
But there's a couple of like birds of a feather flock together. That's a big one for us.
Right.
Sayu, Sayu. Yeah, to-wit-to-woo, Sayu, Sayu.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway, good, sorry.
That's okay.
You don't like to sing old fraternity songs based on the Iliad? You sure about that?
I haven't done it recently.
All right, well.
But I was going to say.
I'll give you my pledge book.
And that conversation leads me to a point about where the Jets are in their franchise and why it's so glum for me and why I feel so bad about them. The coach and the franchise, I don't know if what's best for each other are aligned. Because what's best for the coach is to bring in a Kirk Cousins, show that you get competent quarterback play and win 6-7 games and show that you've done something.
Correct.
Is that what's best for the New York Jets?
Long term, no. It's not.
So like when you have a coach, and this is why I wanted to fire him, because right now you are in a position where the best for your franchise and the best for the man leading it, those two things don't align. And I don't know how you can have a winning franchise when what's best for the coach and what's best for the team are two different things.
No, that's why this is a very interesting year. What's the goal of this year? Is the goal of this year to prove whether or not Aaron Glenn can actually coach?
Right.
And the only way to do that is to give him a competent quarterback. Pick your poison, whichever veteran you want to bring in here on a 1-year deal. Or is it better for the New York Jets that we prove yet again that Aaron Glenn's not a worthy or competent head coach so we can get him fired so that we can bring in, like you guys did, a John Harbaugh type guy that everybody like universally says that's the right guy. You guys have a quarterback, but obviously with us, it would be get the best quarterback in a quarterback-driven draft. So lots cooking with that. We got some Knicks stuff coming up. I ain't going to lie to you folks. I'm in a bad spot now with my beloved Knickerbockers. I feel like I'm a bigger Knick fan than you are, so I take this on the chin more than you do.
Sure.
I mean, you're a Yankee fan.
I'm the one wearing the hoodie.
I know, but let's be fair. When you rank your sports fandom, what I know about you, tell me if I'm wrong. It's Yankees 1, Giants 2, Knicks 3, hockey 4th. Is that fair?
Rangers 4.
See, I'm Knicks 1st.
Right.
Knicks are my favorite franchise of all my franchises, all right?
They are my third team if I had to rank them.
Yes, and I go Knicks 1st, I go Jets 2nd. I'm a confused baseball fan, and I don't care much for hockey.
To-wit-to-woo.
To-wit-to-woo, Sayu, Sayu. All right? That being said, I'm concerned. I went to bed last night with a big smile on my face that it was a lock that if Milwaukee does come through with trading Giannis by next Thursday, that the New York Knicks are getting Giannis, period, stop. There was no wiggle room when I went to bed last night. I watched Little American Idol. I watched my son in mock trial. He got the award for Witness of the Year, and all good. I woke up this morning in a foul mood because the Minnesota Timberwolves are a real effing problem for my New York Knickerbockers to get Giannis. Because the Minnesota Timberwolves have young talent under contract, and they have a gazillion picks that they can give to Milwaukee today. The Knicks have no picks that they can give until next year, right? So I'm thinking about what do the Knicks have that makes their offer the better offer other than Giannis demanding I only go to New York. And while he can make those demands, Milwaukee's going to ultimately decide what's the best trade for us. So Golden State can give 4 first-round picks and Kuminga, who wants out. They take Kuzma back and they get Giannis. All right, I don't think they win a championship with that collection of guys. I don't. Minnesota can give you Daniels. They could give you Gobert. They could give you Julius Randle. They can give you pretty good talent. And they could give you, I think it's up to 6 picks, actually, if they wanted to. The real question becomes on the Milwaukee side. Does Milwaukee want to tank the rest of this year so they can get better draft picks in what's supposed to be a very good NBA draft this year? Like it goes into the late teens, legitimate talent that no one's going to argue against, right? So do you want to stockpile top 5, top 10 picks, right? Or do you want to go out there and win 40 games and be in the play-in tournament and get the 18th pick? So the only thing we have left, other than the allure of the Garden, the allure of New York City, a place he wants to play, is we have guys that we can give you. But here's the reality. If we give you Mikal Bridges and Deuce McBride, and of course Karl Anthony Towns, let's even say, I don't want them to, they even added Anunoby to that.
Yeah.
Right? You're giving them 4 guys, they're going to win a little bit more than half their games. That defeats the point of wanting great draft picks. The New York Knicks, A, have no draft picks to give, and B, the guys that the Milwaukee would want back from us gives them a chance to win 38 to 42 games, meaning you're not getting a lottery pick, most likely.
Right.
So I think the Knicks are screwed now, and it's your fault.
Why is it my fault?
I don't know. I got to blame somebody, so I'm going to blame you.
Blame Basketball Jones. He told you this the other day. He said the Knicks, the only way the Knicks get this done is if Giannis forces it.
That's right. And Giannis,
that's what it feels like.
He doesn't have a no-trade clause.
No.
Now, Giannis can say to Milwaukee, hey, look, for what I've done for the franchise, got you a new arena built, brought you a title. Arguably the greatest athlete in Milwaukee since Lou Alcindor, Hank Aaron, right? Did Hank Aaron play Milwaukee?
Yes,
he did.
Braves.
Thank you. I'm sure I have factually correct that. Thank you for that.
The beginning of his
I felt
career.
good about it when I said
beginning
it.
Of his career.
Then I was like, maybe it's Atlanta. Maybe I got that wrong. In any event, the
Robin
Knicks,
Yount.
like, outside of Milwaukee saying, we want to do right by you, I think right now today, the New York Knicks are in the win, play, show. In the show position right now. I do. I don't think the Knicks have enough right now. If Minnesota really wants him, if Golden State really wants him, I don't know that we have enough other than him saying, I want to be a Knick and nothing else.
Right.
That's all we got. That's all we got.
No, I don't disagree. You need the picks.
Pissing
we
me
said
off.
this. We were trying to find a way. I said it when we talked about it at the SMY studio the other day. To me, it's you're going to have to get a third team involved to figure out a way to get picks.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that third team, by default, is Portland, it seems like.
Yeah, it seems like it's Portland. Is that to me, that was the only way. 2 scenarios. One, you figure out a way to get picks via a third trade, or a third team entering the fray, or he just flat out says, I'm only going to New York, or, which is my hope and why when we decided to make a guess on what's going to happen, they don't trade him, and at the end of the season, they're able to give him some draft picks and see if that can entice him. Otherwise, you're right. The Knicks are not in the best position to land him.
We got a great Friday show for you nonetheless. My friends at Belly Bocce, best bakery in all of Staten Island, came by with their amazing rainbow cookie cakes and cookies and pies and cannolis.
Did they have to bring the whole store with them?
Yeah, pretty much. So love those guys and appreciate them swinging by to wish me a great weekend, which more people should do, frankly. So I appreciate that very much.
Well, it's your birthday. I got some things.
It's all good.
We'll talk about it later.
My birthday's tomorrow, not today, but all good. I appreciate it.
I got a couple things for you.
I can't wait to see them.
A little carton grab bag.
Oh, good for me. All your calls, let's just get cracking on it. Here's Nick in Middletown on the Fan. Nick, what's going on today, Cookie?
Fellas, how we doing?
Doing
Craigie,
great.
Happy birthday.
All right, thank you, sir. Yes, this is going to get old for me.
And congrats on the show.
Thank you.
Very deserved.
Thank you.
Craigie, I got a hypothetical for you regarding the Jets making the playoffs.
Wow. Talk about it. Go.
First, I tried calling into Evan because I hurt Moresh's feelings yesterday, so I want to apologize, but we'll save that for next
By the way,
week.
I hurt his feelings once, too, and his mother threatened to kill me. True story.
All right, maybe.
Yeah,
all right,
no joke. Like, be
that's
careful.
Stay away.
I'm just telling you this. Sean seems like a real nice guy, and he's not going to hurt a fly.
Yeah.
His mother will hurt you.
Yeah.
Like I called him Morass a couple times,
Yes.
and his mother called and said, if I see you on the street, you're dead. And by the way, she wasn't kidding.
No.
I've never met the woman. I'm sure she's a lovely gal. And I happen to like her son.
Yeah.
But that family's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. His mother threatened to kill me and disembowel my dog. Like, that's crazy talk out there. That's what you get with an above-ground pool in Long Island.
So you
Yeah.
better apologize.
Well-
Yeah, I'm telling you, be careful.
I may have recommended Evan and Tiki should do a premium app where Morash speaks less, but what are you going to do?
Yeah.
By the
Not
way,
a bad
Evan
idea.
told me the same thing a week ago. so you're all good. All right, what's your take
All
on
right,
the
thank
Jets?
you.
Go. Good.
Okay, so would you do this, yes or no? You have to listen to Al and Jerry every day from now until the end of the NFL season, and the Jets are guaranteed a playoff spot. Would
Do
you
I,
do it?
do I have to listen to their 1 hour, or do I have to listen to the 1 hour like on a loop all day?
No, you have to tune in every day for the 1 hour. You can't miss a single show.
God, so I got to get up at like 4:45, be in my
Correct.
car at home with the Odyssey app on or in the radio, and listen 5
Can't
to
miss a
6
single
a.m. every day from today till when?
Until the end of the NFL season, and the Jets
All
are
right.
guaranteed in.
So I got to go a full 12 months
Yeah,
plus.
pretty much a year, not
Well,
missing a day.
it's funny you say that
What
to
are you
me.
doing?
I think you picked the wrong guy to ask that.
Yeah, he likes that.
Because up until Big Mac and I started doing afternoons 20 shows ago, I thought that the 5 a.m. hour was the single most entertaining hour of content on this radio station. And I told everyone that wanted to listen that 5 to 6 was the best show we had. No disrespect to any other show. So if you told me the Jets,
I mean, I
now, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah,
I didn't get to hear you a lot.
And I was on-
I mean,
on 5
it's 3 in the morning.
5 hours a night.
It's 3 in the morning. I'm not getting up to listen
I
3
like
in the
the
morning.
program. I'm just saying, getting
Yeah.
up every day. That's a big ask.
So if I had to do it every single day, I'd probably say give me 0 and 17.
No way.
Nah, I mean, look, I can't even remember what it was like when the New York Jets made the playoffs. Remember, the last time the Jets had a playoff game, my wife was pushing my now 15-year-old out of her hoo-ha. That's the last time the New York Jets played in a playoff game. That kid's got like a mustache now that he has to shave like once every 6 weeks.
Yeah.
That kid, I'm assuming, probably's had a hard-on in his life at this stage of the game.
At 15?
Yeah, I don't know about these kids anymore.
That's a fair assumption.
Yeah, the kid was wearing a suit yesterday. Yeah, doing mock trial in a New Jersey courtroom.
Now, you kind of like
Think about
sped right
that.
through that.
Yeah.
What's mock trial?
Mock trial's like
it's a mock trial.
it's a
but
fake
where-
trial.
And,
New Jersey schools do. It's a competition.
oh, it's a competition.
So
I've
he
never heard of that. Okay.
he played the role. He was I guess sometimes theater follows life.
Oh, yeah?
He was the defendant. We find out today if he's guilty or not.
Yeah,
That just dawned on me.
Hopefully.
That poor kid.
Hopefully, the similarities end just at being a
He
defendant.
put a suit on and went to court, and he might have lost. It's funny because my wife told him to take a plea. Yeah, so that's why when you say Jets and playoffs in the same sentence, it's weird
It's
to
hard
me.
to fathom.
Like, I'm not kidding. Anthony Carton is 15 years old. He was born on January 23rd, 2011. That's the last Jet playoff game.
He is literally the physical embodiment
Yes.
of the playoff drought.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes.
It's crazy.
So if you guaranteed me a playoff appearance, I mean, there's a lot of things that I probably would have said I would never do that I would say yes to doing.
Sure.
I guess one of them is listening to Al and Jerry every day. I suppose. I happen to like the show a lot, though.
It's very hard to envision.
Yeah, I used to
They
listen
are
to you,
in
by
as
the way, just so you don't
bad.
have hard feelings.
Yeah.
When I was doing the FS1 show, the first iteration of it, I was in the car at 4 a.m. to come into the city because the studio was up in the mid 50s, right?
Right.
Low 50s, sorry. So yes, I would listen to you. Once in a while, I think I even texted you, like, "Why'd you cut that caller off?
Right.
You should let that thing
Why'd
go."
you do that? Yeah. If that were me, I would have.
I was just trying to help out.
Just trying to help out.
Here is Al.
Why are you terrible?
I'm sorry, AJ. Pardon me. AJ's in Livingston, New Jersey. AJ, how are you?
I'm good. I tried to call yesterday about your pleasant woman who told you to suck eggs.
Yeah, that's the gal that loves the G-Men. Barb loves the G-Men on Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, the only time I've ever heard it, and I thought you'd be a little versed in this, was in SpongeBob. They always said that about Squidward, so I guess she was trying to equate you to Squidward or something like that.
That's not a nice comparison.
Yeah, definitely not. I was gonna go with
Now,
that.
somebody
Definitely
reached out to me and
Patrick
said that in the Dominican culture, if you tell somebody to suck eggs, it's a very offensive thing. It's like, You've insulted them at the highest level.
Right.
So I reached out to one of my dearest, closest Dominican friends, and he said, it's not really that offensive in our culture, but it's the kind of thing like you and your buddies busting balls, you would say to a buddy, like, if you and I played one-on-one, and you got past me, which would never happen, and you made a layup, and you want to trash talk me, you would say, mama huevos, something like that. Yeah.
Mama huevos?
Mama huevos. Yeah, that's Dominican for suck eggs.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's not for mother egg, which is
That's
what you're thinking.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, and by the way, don't even dream the dream.
That I
There's
can take
no
you to the
shot.
hole?
There's not a court in America where you could possibly fathom taking me to the glass off the dribble. Just putting it out there. I know you're a great athlete in high school.
Yeah.
I don't want to diminish your athletic ability.
Okay.
I've seen you play softball, solid. But if you think there's a world where you get a first step on me to the rack, keep dreaming.
Yeah, I don't think you realize how nimble I am.
I know you're
for
nimble.
the size.
Yes.
I will gladly play you one-on-one.
Oh, yes.
Gladly.
All right.
Gladly play you one-on-one. Add it to the list.
Yeah, we got to do.
I will gladly play you one-on-one in basketball.
Great. 888-808-1019.